Hi everyone, how are you? It's Laurie and I'm here to do your uplifting reading all about you. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. We're going to get right into this and see who we are focusing on today. All right. What is it that makes you truly unique? You, special, your light that shines the brightest. King of Swords, you're very intelligent, very educated too. You've definitely gone through the systems, whether that's traditional colleges, scholarly things like that, or vocational. You've definitely have trained yourself, been trained. You know how to use your head. You know how to do research. I'm also getting here very strongly something about advocating for changes. So you might be somebody who updates information, checks that the processes are still working, and if not, making recommendations or handling it yourself on how to bring those changes about. You're definitely a leader. People listen to what you have to say. They know that you're wise and they know that you're fair. All right. I'm also getting here that a lot of you may be single, not in a committed relationship. That does not mean you don't have friends or anything like that, but a lot of you are single. There's a difference between single and independent, so let's make sure that we understand. Some of you are single. All of you are independent, able to stand on your own 2 feet, take care of, your own life and things that are going on around you. Quite capable. All right, I am hearing some of you could be attorneys, doctors, advocates. Again, you're very educated. Some of you could be educated in other ways, street smarts, I'm getting. You're very, you've got common sense, you know how to use it. And I'm also hearing you still listen. Like when people are speaking, you listen to see what they're saying to see if it's something that you need to know. All right. Or maybe this is how you determine, for some of you, what the changes are that need to happen. Are the processes in place? What did I just hear? Somebody's position might be in like HR, where you gather information through interviews or, just being out on the floor, listening to people, asking them their opinions of how's work going, how are things flowing, do we need to change things up? All right, so that's on the table there too. All right, let's go ahead and see what you have accomplished in your life that you should be proud of. Whoa, you own your own essence. You own yourself. You are free, okay? A lot of you are, especially if you are a divine masculine. And that does not mean a male. It means if you are a divine masculine, that you may be independent, free, not in relationships. Not that you don't care about people. This is more, you've got a lot to do. You've got to focus on what you're going to do in your life. You've definitely taken the lead. All right, you're successful, you're capable, you're driven. Ambition here. Yeah, your focus is on whatever it is you do. That's your purpose, okay? And for some of you, you've never been involved with a long-term relationship and you've been absolutely okay with that. Others of you, you may have dabbled in a couple, dated a few people, and it just wasn't for you. It was too complicated, too emotional, too draining, okay? And you've definitely decided for yourself what you want to do. There's nothing wrong in those energies. Beautiful accomplishment here. Now, I am getting some of you may have found it difficult to get started in life. Maybe your upbringing, the way you saw what was happening around you influenced you in these manners. So you may have had parents that fought all the time. Parents that got divorced and got back together, divorced and back together. Oh my goodness. The trauma that creates for everybody involved. Oh, yeah, so like this, you've overcome a lot here as far as why you have accomplished what you've accomplished. Okay, so we all go through traumatic situations in our life. Most all of us do. There are those few that are truly like the blessed. Nothing bad has ever happened in their life, which I don't believe. But so you've had your challenges, okay? You've had your trauma to deal with, but you decided to be a go-getter, be proactive, go after and learn for yourself. I keep getting self-educated, learning for yourself, wise, streetwise, just maybe reading a lot of books, watching a lot of videos, listening to a lot of different types of talks. So you're not narrowed in any one field. Some of you might be, but your education, what you have taught yourself, what you've been learning about is vast. Beautiful. What type of influence do you have on the people around you? Oh, you bring clarity. You bring the information. You help people to feel less stressed. That's a big thing here. You help people to feel less stress. And boy, when you can do that for somebody, that is beautiful. You may be helping some people to deal with childhood trauma, clarify what happened, get it out of their system so that they can start to move forward in their life at this time. You've got beautiful relationships with a lot of people. And I think that's where you find your joy, is in knowing people, just getting to know people, but not being attached. That attachment, it comes from a place of you're more analytical. That doesn't mean you don't have passion, you don't have desires, drives, whatever. You're just more on the analytical, the scholastic, the learning, the doing, and if you're in a relationship, you understand that there's commitments, time, energy, emotions, and it doesn't look like most of you are wanting to let those things keep you from what you're trying to do in life. Beautiful beautiful energy here with this Sun card as your influence on the people around you. You might be, some of you may be, again, I'm getting HR. So you would be the person that promotes people. I'm also getting deans of the colleges where you hand out the degrees as people walk across the stage. So you're very good at bringing happiness and success towards people, but it's through clarity. Everything you do is very above board, out in the open. It's very clear. People understand you. They trust you. And you're a life changer for people. And I keep hearing a return to innocence, like taking the stress away. Now I see life as more fun, the way it used to be, so on and so forth. All right. What's a talent or skill that Spirit wants to shine a light on here for you? The Tower. Interesting. You are not attached to things because of this. Things can be brought down, torn down, emaciated, due to attachments. So there's no restrictions here. The only restrictions that are imposed upon you are your own choosing. You're good at spotting things that could be considered weaknesses within yourself, such as your ego getting the better of you, pride, greed, gluttony, whatever. Any of those things that might trip you up, envy. You're good at recognizing those things in yourself and nipping them in the bud before they can take you down, before they catch you off guard. That's a pretty good energy here, but I'm also hearing, because I've got both hands, one hand on each of these two cards, that this is your talent is in helping people to get past their egos, okay? Whether it's narcissistic type egos where it's too much focus on just them, or whether it's helping them to overcome their fears, to get them out of their comfort zones, to help them move past the traumas that they've dealt with. You tear that part of them. You show them how to tear that down for themselves. You don't do it. You show them how to bring that energy down, lay it low so that they can move on and feel better. Beautiful energy there. All right, what's something that you do right now that Spirit says you should never stop doing? Look, King of Wands, keeping that fire going, that ambition, that drive. Excuse me, I coughed there. Going after those things that you want. Learning more. This is what keeps you driven here. Now you are balanced, and I'm glad that came out that way, because some of you are involved in beautiful relationships that are very clear, very open. You know, both people know exactly where they're coming from and what's expected of the other person. No games. Excuse me. No ego. And you definitely, bring clarity. I mean, it even says clarity on this card here. And then you've got the Sun, which is all about clarity, understanding. Brighter futures, I just noticed that on here too. Not for you. This is the influence you have on other people. This brings them happiness. It takes them out of where they were and helps them to have a happier life. For you, keep your affection going. Keep your passions, drive, your ambitions ignited. Keep listening for that inspiration, because it's there for you at all times, as you know. All right. Okay. Having a coughing fit here. All right. What is it that Spirit wants you to know? Okay. Two of Wands. It's always your choice. Keep looking to the future. Keep dreaming. Be a big dreamer, because you're working on yourself, growing. You're helping other people here, and this is a beautiful thing. You definitely give beneficial advice to people, but you also know how to listen and hear it and receive it. So remember to continue to do that for yourself, to stay open, ambitious, and keep your choices. Always keep your options open, I'm hearing. This is a beautiful reading. I hope it's yours. If it is, go ahead and claim it in the comments. Yeah, give it a thumbs up. Tell me more about what you do, or tell us, the community, a little bit more about what you do. I'm intrigued by different things that people do, and sometimes people mention in the comments jobs that they have or things that they work on, whether it's a job or not, that intrigue me, and it inspires me to look more into that to see if that's something that I can take as a whole or a part of. All right, let's go ahead and see what the spirit animal messages are for you today. You got Coyote Spirit, card number 17. Trust in the divine detours. Yeah, you're smart enough not to get waylaid or caught off guard by the detours. All right, let's see what we've got here. Wombat Spirit, be at home, card 68. So 2 6s in these. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. I'm trying hard not to cough again. All right, could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity that you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? All right, this is for those that may not have quite got to this point yet, but you're so close. This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat Spirit arrives to nudge you to drop that false mask, because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though. You can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what happens. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with Spirit, okay? So this is about you feeling right in your own skin, but not being so cold or distant that you can't let people in. Again, I'm hearing that from the message earlier. Excuse me. All right, sometimes a goal is so enticing and alluring that we lose our footing in the pursuit of it. You can begin to fixate on capturing this prize, whether it be an opportunity you have always wanted, a relationship with that elusive someone, or the promise of that big break. Coyote Spirit wants to warn you that this trickster energy seducing you now will yield nothing but disappointment and unnecessary heartache if you let yourself be fooled, which you're not going to do. Great Spirit wants the best for you. So when your plans go topsy-turvy, understand that Coyote Spirit is present to protect and bless you. Listen to her gentle warning not to take the world too seriously or become too attached to the form and timing of your desires. Something better is beckoning to you. If you learn your lessons and lighten up your heart, it will not be long before you see that crooked, though the path may be, you were on the right path all along. Beautiful message there. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're interested in personal reading, please go ahead and email me and I will send you all the details. All right, until our energy crosses again, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye, my friends.